Will Bali actually change your life? I have been traveling to Bali for the last 5 years. And like so many people, we come to Bali for freedom, healing, spirituality, adventure, paradise. But Bali will not heal you. It will show you what parts of you do need healing. I have been on and off in Bali for 5 years. I came here for the first time in 2020. When I came to Bali, I was coming because I just was craving something new. I was craving a new version of myself. I was craving a sense of peace and happiness and freedom. I don't know that I would say that Bali itself, the place, will change you. But what I can say in my experience is that Bali will definitely strengthen whatever qualities it is that you are trying to cultivate. Like over the years, I have seen myself change so much here. And whenever I set an intention of what it is I'm coming to Bali for, I truly feel like this place is really like, I like to call Bali like a mother. She's not a strict mother, and she's also not a mother that is going to let you escape or get away from all of your naughty tendencies. If you are anxious, you will still be anxious in Bali. If you are lost, you will be lost in paradise. Unease, your nervous system is dysregulated, you're in survival mode. You will feel those things here. I remember one of my Balinese friends said many years ago that Bali speeds up your karma. And wow, I thought that was so, I often reflect on that. My first few weeks in Bali were hard. I remember that I had time. That was scary for me. Like it was the first time since I was a young girl that I had time. And I remember because I had just transitioned my career, I went from working for a really big fashion company, being so busy, working even on my days off, and just completely consumed by stuff. My entire day from the moment I woke up until I went to bed at night, it was filled with things. And so when I got to Bali, I can even remember the first weeks I was here, how disturbed I was by having time. I didn't know what to do. Like I literally was like, wait, what do I do with all of this time? And because I really didn't know what to do with all that time, the same habit of running around, distracting myself, and just completely filling my day with stuff, that same habit pattern started, but just in a different place. I was just here in Bali. I literally made myself sick. I remember I had been out so much doing so many things to the point where I had to spend a week inside because I just physically was, I was so drained. My body was extremely weak. I was getting hives all over my body. I was like, what is going on? But I realized that this habit had followed me of not knowing how to slow down, needing to fill time with stuff, needing to do things, this discomfort I felt from actually being with myself. It was just uncomfortable. It was never something that I had to do. I was always doing something. So Bali really showed me during my very first weeks here, whether you believe in karma or not, even if we think of karma just on a simple level of karma being our own thoughts, words, and actions, the things that we are thinking, saying, and doing every day, or that we have been doing, the seeds that we have been planting for however many years. Bali is a place that speeds that up for you, and not in a mystical way, in an extremely practical way. That Bali almost, it just slows everything down. So many of us, especially me coming from America, you're so busy and running around and there's so many distractions and you're so stimulated and there's always so much to do. And there's just so much happening around you that you really never have the time or the space to slow down. And so Bali creates almost this, or not creates, it's a place relative to where you're coming from that really can slow everything down. I mean, really taking opportunity of being in a place like Bali. Right now, I am on a 30-day personal retreat, and I booked this simple little juggalo in a village called Tampak Sering, and it's one of my favorite villages like ever. 5 years later, being in a place like this and just seeing how supportive being in Bali can be. Like, this place was 300 USD for the month, completely inexpensive for me to come to a place with an intention to be on retreat, to rest, to go deeper into my practice, to really detox, nourish myself, to have access to places like this in Bali, like to really be able to tap in and appreciate and utilize the spaces that are here without being distracted by all of the shiny things that are out there, and having a sense of balance while being here. This is how Bali can change your life. People don't tell you that you can come to a place like Bali and become even more lost. You can come to a beautiful place like Bali, and in the end, you can waste a lot of your time without even knowing. You could become so distracted in so many things. Even you could even be distracted in spirituality. You could spend the whole time here spiritual hopping or finding this healer or that healer or this yoga practice or that yoga practice over years. And then one day you look up and you're like, I definitely think that Bali is a really special place on earth. It is by far one of my favorite places on the planet, because I see how useful, how many possibilities, how healing, how supportive of an environment that this place can be, how much shedding can happen here. But it only can happen if that's what you want to happen, if that's the direction that you are going in. Bali itself will only support you in whatever it is that you want. Bali and Indonesia has supported me on so many different parts of my journey. Getting over fear, learning how to play again, learning how to take care of myself, my body, my mind, having access to things to be able to do that, being immersed in nature and building a connection with nature, exploring femininity and getting out of masculine traits that I had learned, exploring my creativity, learning new things, learning how to be more comfortable with the skin I'm in, being able to rest and contributing to something beyond myself. I'm so excited for anybody who is thinking about coming to Bali, who has been to Bali before, loved it, and is like, I have to come back to this place. This place really showed me something. People who are here in Bali and still just trying to find their footing in this place. I'm such a big advocate for people coming to a place like Bali and just getting a taste of what it feels like, a life that's slowed down, what it can show you, what it can reveal to you, how it can change you, how it can transform. I am here for the next 30 days at this beautiful little juggalo, beautiful wooden juggalo in the middle of this quiet village. And I'm just feeling so grateful to know that places like Bali exist, that there is a place that can facilitate my personal growth journey, my spiritual journey, my healing journey. And may I always use this precious island intentionally and well.